Hello guys, this is Caleb. Today we'll be talking more on the adapters Xiao, the upcoming 5-star character that Mihoyo will be dropping on the February 3rd. Okay, Mihoyo has dropped a small update to him pertaining to his backstory and his kit. So let's watch the video that they dropped today.
In ancient times, Liyue was a land of misery, where the shadow of evil loomed large. As slain gods festered, their vengeful wrath cursed the world, manifesting in infernal forms. When demons stirred, miasmas, monsters, and mutations infested the land. Then Rex Lapis summoned the Yakshas to vanquish the demons. They swore an oath: restore order through slaughter, purge evil through battle. To this, we dedicate our lives. Eons of bloodshed later, karmic debt weighed upon them, phantom wrath seeping into their broken souls. They went mad with fear, turned on each other, or succumbed to the darkness. Of the 5 foremost Yakshas, death came to 3. While the 4th vanished without a trace. In the millennia since, one conqueror of demons remains the sole surviving Yaksha in the mortal realm. And only on moonlit nights, in the glow from Guyon, and in the sound of the Dihua flute, is his memory preserved.
As you guys can see from the video, it pretty much states where he came from, and he was actually summoned to help defend Liyue. Okay. This is his poster, which looks very cool. Xiao is a highly mobile character. As you can see in the previous video, his attacks animation brings him pretty much everywhere in the small radius. So it's a burst damage dealer. Basically, when he dons his mask, he's like a full-on demon mode, and he does increase damage, but at the same time he loses HP because of that. We are unsure if he can actually die from this itself, but we will have to see. And also his jumping power increases in the short time span of his ulti. Okay, they call him the Vigilant Yaksha. He uses a poem. I believe the best in slot is the Jade Primordial Spear. As you all can see, that he's featured with it pretty much in every video. This is his attack animations. It's called a Whirlwind Thrust. Perform up to 6 rapid strikes. You can see. Okay, this is his charge attack. 1, 2. So basically it's a 2 hit for his charge attack to actually launch enemy up into air. Unsure if you can actually launch more than 1, because based on the radius of the charge attack, right, it's actually quite big. If you can launch more than 1, that'd be quite cool. Next is talents. This is his E. Allow him to do dash, and every dash will generate 3 energy particles. So it's called a Lemniscatic Wind Cycling. It starts with 2 charges, so basically you get 6 energy particles in total from this. And also you can do it in the air. So maybe one of the chain combos is jump, E, and plunge. Okay, so his ulti. For the Bane of all evil, he wears his mask and basically go full on hardcore. And his attacks are all changed to an emo. So yeah, as you can see, this attack animation, we are not sure if this is the standard attack animation of his auto attacks when he is in his ulti form, but maybe the author of this video just does a jump and a plunge lah. But it will be cool if they change his animation to include a plunge attack just by clicking itself lah. Okay, next, in his ulti, you can actually jump higher. It works well with his plunge attack and also increases his attack AoE and damage. So basically, compared to his normal attack, right, he's actually hitting a wider circumference and also more damage because of the Anemo elemental infusion. Okay, the next point is like his Anemo damage won't be overridden. So let's say if you have a C6 Bennett and you cast his Bennett's Q, so what Bennett's Q on C6 does is that it overrides every elemental infusion into Pyro. So this is a good thing because you can continue deal animal damage in Bennett's ulti. You can gain the attack bonus but also maintain the animal damage. Okay. Yeah, he will continuously lose HP, so being in a Bennett circle works for him. So when you cast Bennett's Q and you do like multiple plunge attack, it will constantly heal you up. Okay, also the effect of the ulti ends when he leaves the field. So before you swap to him, do make sure you have all the buffs up. So he's the final and single character on the field to clear all the mobs. Okay, this is his story. He's over 2,000 years old, and they said that he's a difficult character to be friends with lah, mainly because he's more of a loner. Yeah, and they say that he is not well known in the mortal world, so the NPCs in Genshin might not know who he is, but he secretly protects Liyue from the shadows. Next is all the voiceover and his personal details. Almond tofu. Maybe if you cook this using Xiao, you'll get extra. Okay, next we'll go into the further details of Xiao himself. Okay, from what I gather from Honey Hunter World, y'all can check this site out if you want to view the various characters, their stats. This is a good site to have a rough estimate, but all the values are not 100% confirmed by Mihoyo, so there could be some slight tweaks to it. But this is a good site to reference from. Okay, so basically his birthday is on the 17th April. It's coming up in a few months. Maybe you'll get an event for that. So this is his stats progression. You gain crit rate as you ascend, maximum of 24.2%. So it's good to have a crit damage helmet so that you can stack it with this crit rate ascension that you have. Also, if the people that are using the Jade Spear itself, right, for Jade Spear they actually have a main crit rate stat, so you do not need crit rate helmet on Xiao because that would be too much, unless if you are running a weapon that doesn't have crit rate. Maybe you want to consider having a crit rate helmet, but as of now, crit damage is the way to go for him, and these are all his ascension materials. As you can see, usually in the second tab, the Anemo characters would need to have the Anemo butterfly thing, but for Xiao is this new material. This material can only be gained in 1.3 from the new Geovishep boss. So stop farming the Anemo stasis because it will be wasted, as you cannot use this on Xiao. All these crystals you can actually transmute from other elements in 1.3, as we seen in the video before. So it's good to stop farming for his crystals, and if you want, you can do the stasis for other boss and convert it into these Anemo ones. Also, this flower is needed. I believe the math is 535, 155, 165, 168, total of 168 for his full ascension. Also, you need a bunch of slimes and also Mora too. So if you are preparing for Xiao, do farm all this. I believe the flowers respawn every 2 days, and slimes can be found basically everywhere in Genshin. So yeah, next, this is a breakdown of his normal attacks. Okay, the base value is 27.54%. This is a 2 hit, so it's a double of this. So it scales up as you perform the full 6 hit damage. His charge attack, as you can see, is not, the multiplier is not very high, but this is more logical because he can do the charge attack basically every second. So it's good to keep his numbers at this pace, so it will not be game breaking for Xiao. Okay, the stamina cost is the same throughout. Okay, his plunge attacks also scales up according to the level. Level 1 does 81.83%. So this is the scaling on the height of the plunge damage. So at his highest point, I believe it's 204.39%. But so there is a cap to the height itself. We are not sure how high you have to do the plunge attack from to be able to accomplish this. You will know more when the character drop itself. Next is his E. So he starts with 2 charges, can be used in mid-air. This is his skill damage. It goes all the way up to 600% in talent level 15, but the cooldown is the same throughout 10 seconds. His Q, Bane of All Evil. So as you all know just now, jumping ability increase AoE and attack damage, converts to Anemo, continuously lose HP. Okay, these are the attack bonuses you get from the talents of Xiao. So the base value is 58.45%. So this actually stacks with the Mao here. So you can actually see he deals around close to 80% on his first hit when he's in his demon form. So you lose 3% every second, so but it scales down to 2%. So do take note, as 3% per second is a lot, especially in the long fights of Abyss. You have to take note of this. Bring a healer for him. A banner would be awesome for him. Also, his duration is 15 seconds throughout, so it's fixed, and his cooldown is 18 seconds. So there's a 3-second cooldown window for you to wait. Energy cost is the same at 70. That's pretty high, so it's good to have some minimum form of energy recharge in his equipment. Okay, next is the talent essential materials. You will need this book. It's the prosperity books, so for everyone that hasn't farmed, do farm all this prosperity. You'll need a lot, especially the gold ones. You'll need close to 38 of the gold ones, so that's a lot. Also the slimes, and this material actually drops from Xiao. It's called the Shadow of the Warrior. So, but Ganyu and Xiao share the same essential materials, so you have to make a decision who do you want to invest in. Also, you need a shitload of Mora to upgrade all this. These are his passive talents. So decrease climbing stamina consumption by 20%. That's good for the high mountains in Liyue. Not stackable. I believe at this point it could be him that only has this, but I could be wrong. Next, while under his ulti, damage is increased by 5% every 3 seconds. So the maximum is 25%. So it works in line because it's 15 seconds you will be able to deal a maximum of 25%. So his last hit will be the max. The last hit in the ulti will be the max amount of damage because his ulti only lasts for 15 seconds. Okay, next, when you use his E, if you double tap it, the next one will deal 15% more. So this effect lasts for 7 seconds and can have a max of 3 stacks. So 1, 2, 3, the third one will be dealing a maximum of 30%. But if you do not count the first one, maybe it stacks up to 45%. These are all his constellation. Increase his E by 1 charge, so basically 3 charges. C2 will be his energy recharge increased by 25% when he's not on the field. C3, his talents for his E will be upgraded by 3. C4 will be, if he falls below 50%, he gains 100% defense bonus. Not sure this is very helpful, but it's good to have for the whales. So the C5 increases his ulti talent by 3. C6 will be under the effect of his ulti. If you hit 2 opponents in his plunge attack, you will immediately gain 1 charge of his E. So I can see that it's like a jump, plunge, E, jump, plunge, E. Can basically spam the E. Yeah, ignoring the cooldown for his E. Okay, next will all be the voice actor for Xiao. You all can go to this site and listen to Xiao speak in various languages. Okay, this is pretty much the breakdown for Xiao itself. We will have more information in the days to come. So do take note that all these values are not 100% and Mihoyo might change it or maybe adjust it for Xiao. But it would not be a very big difference from all these numbers, I believe. Okay guys, this is all for the video. Thank you all for watching. Also, the 4K Primo Gem giveaway for Xiao is running at the moment. It will be ending on the 9th of February, 1 week after Xiao is released. So for everyone who want to pull for Xiao but are sitting on the fence whether you should save or whether you should go in for Xiao, this is a good giveaway for you to join, as 1 week later more details, more gameplays will be out for Xiao and you all can decide then whether to pull for him or not. Okay, 4,000 will be a good buffer for you guys, especially the free to play players. I'll put the links in the description below. Do join. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Caleb, peace out.